to introduce Mr. Matthews to you. Mr. Matthews is going to be the new junior school head from September. And some of you will have met Mr. Matthews when he visited here a few months ago. And I'm really looking forward today to finding out more about Mr. Matthews. The children, first of all, hello, Mr. Matthews. It's lovely to see you.
Hello, Miss Kayla Bandaloo, and hello, Queen's College Junior School.
It's great to see you. Now, the children have come up with some questions, the things they'd like to find out about you. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read them out, and perhaps if we just take them one at a time, and it would be lovely to find out more about you and what's important for you. Okay.
Fantastic.
So we're going to start off now with question number 1, which is, what is your favourite place and why?
That's a good question. So I think my most favourite place is a beach called Gwydion, which is down in Cornwall. It's just near St Ives. And I really, really like that place because when I was a child, we had lots of holidays in our little caravan down there. And we used to go down there for the whole of the summer holidays with the dog and with my brothers. And we used to go surfing every day and just spend lots of lovely time on the beach and enjoying ourselves.
Fantastic. Well, my family holidays were spent in Cornwall in a caravan as a child as well. So that's, that's great. What are your first plans for when you start?
So I think my number one priority when I arrive at Queen's is that I really want to get to know all of the children really well. So that is the number one thing, because I think the relationships between the teachers and the children and all of the staff is so important in any school. So that's going to be my main priority when I start at Queen's.
That's fantastic. And the children right the way through the junior school, from the very youngest up to our year 6s, are really great. I know that you're going to very much enjoy getting to meet them and know them. So that's good to hear. The next one is quite specific. Do you like Lego, and do you still build with it, if you like it, of course?
I do. I love Lego. I didn't use Lego for quite a while. And I used to have lots and lots of Lego when I was a child, but recently my daughters have just started to get into Lego. However, most of it is not Star Wars or things like that, or the building of cars that I was really into when I was younger, but it's Disney Princess Lego, which I do lots of building of now. But it's still great fun, and then we can have some great games about it.
Did you ever play motorised Lego when you were little? The sort of the more sort of
Yeah, we did. We had some of the cars, and I have as well. I haven't used it myself, but in schools I've seen Lego clubs and Lego robotics, which is fantastic.
Yeah, we've got a few children who are very keen on Lego here. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is probably quite predictable. Is, what is your favourite TV programme?
Do you know, this is a really, really tricky one, and I don't watch too much TV, but sports are so anything with sports on is I really, really love any sports programs. But I don't get much time to watch it, but definitely when the Six Nations are on, and any rugby programs, I really enjoy watching those.
Well, in fact, I might jump onto that, because there were a few questions about sport, as you can imagine, and about rugby in particular. So some questions around your favourite sport. So your favourite sport to play, Mr. Matthews, would that be rugby? Or?
Yeah, that is rugby. Yeah,
fantastic. And it says here, do you intend to get involved in teaching rugby to junior pupils?
I would love to be, as long as timing allows, I'd love to be involved in some of the rugby in the junior school, and definitely coming to watch all the fixtures. I'm really excited to see that. And that's not just rugby, actually, the whole of the sporting provision across the school. I can't wait to see the children in their fixtures and in their games afternoons.
So next, what was your favourite subject when you were at school?
So my favourite subject when I was at school was PE, and I really loved sport and PE. However, since becoming a teacher, I think I've learned so much more about different subjects. And I used to struggle at school with maths. I found it quite difficult as a subject. But since being a teacher, I really enjoy maths. I feel I've understood it far more. And the same with art. I was never very artistic, but I've worked with some fantastic teachers over the past few years, and their passion has really given me actually that enthusiasm for art and for maths and for lots of different subjects.
Yes, yeah. Seeing people actually teaching those subjects can sometimes inspire you, as can't it? So yes,
Definitely.
I understand that. When is your birthday?
My birthday's coming up. Well, it depends when this goes out, actually, isn't it? My birthday is on the 26th of May.
Oh,
So
well, we
next.
can get our editing. Well, not that we're going to cut anything out, of course, but if we can get our film ready, we'll be okay for the 26th of May. So happy birthday for then.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any pets? And if so, what are their names?
I do. We have a dog, and she is called Ginny, and she's a cross between a Cocker Spaniel and a Golden Retriever. So she's very, very bouncy.
How old is Ginny?
She's 6.
Great. 6. And you enjoy taking her out for walks?
We do, yeah. We love to take her out for walks. She's a really keen swimmer. So we go for walks along the river or to the beach quite often. And as soon as she sees water, we can't get her out of the water, which is great in the summer. But in the winter, when she finds a lovely muddy puddle, she's straight in that.
What was your favourite thing at your it says old school here, but that means your current school, that you might bring to Queen's?
So I think that welcoming, so at St Joseph's is the school I'm at the minute, which is in Launceston in Cornwall. And it's a really welcoming and friendly environment. And as a staff and as children, we work really hard to make that happen. And when I arrived at Queen's for my interview, it was actually the first thing that really, really struck me, how welcoming and friendly the whole school is. And I hope that that's something that it's already there at Queen's, and something that I'd love to continue, which I find is key to a successful school.
It's really important, isn't it? And yeah, and I know that our children will be really pleased to hear that.
Yeah.
This one you've sort of answered a little bit, but it's why did you want to come to Queen's?
I think that was the similar sorts of reasons I've said before, actually, because for me, a school is to work in a school where you know that everybody around you feels the same way, and that actually the most important things are the relationships between the children and the staff, and that welcoming community family atmosphere. For me, that's really important, and I know that Queen's has that, and that's one of the main reasons I want to come and work at Queen's College.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Now I'm looking at my list here. There are a few questions around something which won't mean anything to you at the moment. I have a puppet called Maisie, and I just some of the children have asked whether you have something similar in your school, a puppet or a mascot or something, or someone that you'd bring along. I can show you Maisie. She just happens to be over here, actually.
Okay.
She's always sat fairly close. This is Maisie. Oh, hold on a minute.
Fantastic. Hello, Maisie.
She's very excited. She's very excited. I'm going to pop her back down again.
Yeah.
Do you have any puppets or similar?
Super. I don't have any puppets or anything similar, but I do think I'd be, if we could think about as a junior school about maybe a new mascot that we could bring forward. That would people would like to send in their ideas. That would be fantastic. That would be very
exciting. Do you think perhaps if the children could get in contact with me, because they know how to do that, maybe with some ideas about a school mascot in a similar way, that would be an interesting project, wouldn't it?
Definitely. I'd love to hear their ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Now I'm looking here to see if there are any other questions. So we've covered the sport. Oh, there's quite some important ones. Well, this is me actually just wanting to find out a bit more. Can you tell me about your family? You mentioned daughters just now. So you have daughters. Could you tell us a little bit about them?
So I've got 2 daughters who are 4 and 2. So they're called Loena and Eloin. So I live with my fiance as well, called Ashley, and obviously our dog Ginny. So that's my family.
And outside school interests as well, what kind of things do you enjoy doing? We've heard about the rugby and walking Ginny. Is there anything else that we need to find out about you that would?
So we as a family as well, we really like to go camping. We used to have a small camper van, and we took that on a few trips around Europe, around France and Italy and Spain. So we love to do that. Fortunately, the camper van broke, so we've had to change that. But we're looking. We'll be away in the tents and camping around as much as possible. We love to be outdoors, and I really enjoy cooking as well. Cooking's one of my
cooking. So what would be your meal or recipe of choice? These are my questions, Mr. Matthews. Now I just chat away just out of interest.
No,
so what you choose as something that you cook? What would be your speciality?
I think either chicken satay.
Oh, nice.
Or possibly a sweet potato and chickpea curry. That's one I really like as well. Yeah,
served with rice.
Yep, definitely, most definitely.
Yeah, and I love that with a little dollop of yogurt on the top, a natural.
Nice.
Top as well. That sounds delicious. But when we get to see each other in person again, perhaps that's something that we could arrange. Perhaps a catch up with a chickpea and sweet potato curry.
Sounds brilliant.
Be something to look forward to, won't it? That's brilliant. Well, it's been really great catching up with you, and I know the children are very keen and excited to meet you in person in September. So all the best for you for the time being, and also for the next few weeks while you're doing your last half term at your current school. And say hello to your family as well from all of us, and looking forward to seeing you very shortly. It won't be long now. So yeah, it's been really nice to talk to you today, Mr. Matthews. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And well, goodbye to everyone at Queen's, and hopefully see you very, very, very soon.
Yeah. Thanks then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.